Hello and welcome back to another episode of TerraTech with your host, Lenva the Silver Dragon. Alright, so we just left off having completed our newfound airplane technology thing here of awesome, fantastic, majestic aircraft that flies into the sunset, making beautiful sunray visuals. And now we've got another got a new thing to do today. Unfortunately, this episode, assuming I do things correctly, it's gonna be a short one because I need to be able to upload it a little bit more quickly than I'm usually able to, due to difficulties with having videos up on time right now. And I also have some good news and bad news. This is kind of good news for me, and maybe in some regards also good news for the future, but an eventuality, but for now it's gonna be also slightly bad news in that it might affect everything regarding my channel. Hopefully nothing exploded. It doesn't appear to. Okay, good. I'll just boil down to it. I recently got myself a job. A real life job, and due to the necessity for money to survive, it's a thing that I had to do, and it's kind of a thing I'll have to stick with for a long time until I get a stable form of income that's alternative to it. Wow, that guy spawned in really close to me. So this new job, it's nothing special. It's just something. I'm not gonna bother elaborating on it. But what it means for the channel is that I'm gonna have to work basically about a 9-hour shift, and for 5 days of the week. Now, if you have been around for a while, you'll know that I've been producing videos about two every single day of the week. 2 videos a day, every single day of the week? That sounds pretty good, right? Well, behind the scenes, whenever I'm editing videos, it often takes multiple hours to edit a video and then, well, upload it. And while uploading, I can do basically without being more or less at constant activity. I can just basically set it up in advance and then deal with it as necessary. The editing part, however, needs a lot of focus and time and effort, and, well, it's kind of be very difficult to produce videos as quickly or as efficiently as I normally do. So I can't really tell you if I'm going to be able to even manage to keep up a 2 videos a day. I might not be able to do that anymore, just because of the time that it will take to do my job. I'm going to certainly try, but that might start to burn me out. So if my videos start to decrease in number to just 1 a day, or even less than that, a few per week, that might be an eventuality that you'll have to accept. Because I have to accept it, as I need a job for money or I'm gonna die. So yeah, unfortunately, that's a thing that has to be dealt with. And I figured I'd let you guys know right away that I have to attend this job so that I can survive and continue to produce videos for everybody. And in eventuality, maybe I'll be able to make this my job, but that's that's probably very far away. Okay. Now, what was it I wanted to... Alright. For this episode, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make a gate. We're going to build a gate for this base right here, this entranceway. It was suggested, and I think we're going to do that right now. And that's what we're going to do for this episode. Anyway, I'm going to continue trying to talk while I handle this. Multitasking, right? So, yeah. I'm not going to ask for anything. I'm not going to do anything special. I'm just going to let you guys know that the video output's going to probably dip a bit. I'm going to try and keep up with what I've been doing, but I don't know if I'll be able to manage it entirely. In fact, I'm going to have a lot of challenges in the coming weeks ahead, so we'll have to just wait and see what happens. Okay, where? I need to buy the parts. I think I know why this didn't work last time. It's been made more apparent that apparently the spawning mechanic doesn't go as far now. So I have to put it a little bit further away from other things, so I have room to put stuff down. So, with that kind of situation, as a clarity of, well, problems to come, and necessity, the necessity of the beast that is life, we must persevere and venture onwards into eventual success, but what success that may be, we'll see. Okay, let's stick this here. Was there something else I wanted to say? I think there was. My brain's just like completely dropped the ball now. This happens sometimes. It's just like, oh yeah, by the way, you wanted this information? Yeah, it's no longer available here. What is making that noise? Okay, I gotta recharge 1 second. So I can go kill the thing that's over there making all that racket. I hear this, and it sounds like it's right next to my base, and it's setting off my warning sign. My warning lights in my head are going off, and they're just like, you must kill it! So, it must die. Venture code. Drifter, VRO, whatever. Yeah, you better die. Okay, thank you for your cooperation in dying. I appreciate it. So, yeah, videos are gonna be decreasing and in quantity. I will still keep to the same quality, I imagine, because I can't bear to drop the quality too much, except for if I get really, really lazy. But hopefully that's not gonna happen too much. Trying to figure out how I want to design this door here. Is there anything else I wanted to mention? No, actually, I think that's it. So, speed building time, here we go. when I mangled this guy. He was a larger vehicle, and then I was tearing him apart, and then this is what ended up resulting from my dismantling. Look at it. It looks so stupid and ridiculous. It's hilarious. Oh man. It wasn't all that new. I mean, we'd seen it before, maybe like twice already on some earlier videos, but wow. This is a new way to encounter him. I just had to point this one out. It was kind of funny. Anyway, back to mining and collecting resources and whatnot. Guess who's back for round 4? Is this big? Has returned. Though he looks like he's in a sorry state of affairs. I wonder what happened to him. He's lost a bunch of his total parts, it seems. How you doing, buddy? Also, why isn't your message board thing not showing up? Actually, if I just turn this way, I should be able to just shoot him. Why don't you just shoot him? Well, how about that? Oop. Oh, come on. There we go. Huh. It seems to shoot for the center mass of whatever you're shooting at. There we go. Uh-oh. Well, I guess I know who that is, actually. So, I'm just going to collect my parts and leave. Well, actually I can't, because he will not go away, so I'm going to have to kill him anyway. Gosh darn it. Leaning Tower of Pack Rat. That is all. Hey, check it out. I found a Venture Rally headlight. Huh. I didn't have that tech yet. Well, now I do. Woo! Fancy that. Well, I'm off again. Onwards and upward. It's really hard to maneuver with this much loot. I need to get back to base. Anyway, back on target. I think something might be up with the spawning mechanics in my game right now. Another one got spawned in and he's messed up as well. I did run into some issues with the game, and I suspect that my current save is kind of unstable. Possibly worse, I'm not sure, but it seems to be that some of these enemies as they spawn in are giving me trouble. well, not giving me trouble, but aren't spawning in properly. They're missing parts and pieces to them, or have some slight anomalies in their construction. I'm not sure why that is. Well, anyway, back on target, I guess. I'm not going to bother killing that one guy because, I gotta get my loot off anyway, and I can't really easily deal with him. I mean, I could kill him and take his loot, but I don't want to go through the rigmarole of collecting all these parts again. I think I have enough as it is, anyway. The game's really throwing too many big enemies at me. I'm starting to really choke on the lag. Is that the nightmare bus that I encountered earlier? Kind of looks like it, but without as many guns as it originally had, almost. The entire top pane of it just looks like it's been stripped of whatever armament or equipment it had. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. I need to lure it into my base so I can kill it. I need to offload all this loot. So, continuing with that. Well, he decided he didn't want to wait for me to come get him, so he decided to come over and come be got instead. I noticed gunfire, and then suddenly the game started lagging horrendously, and then I was like, oh dear, I know what just started to happen. So I just turned and watched. Because that's all I could do, really. But with how much the lag there is, it's my honest hope that maybe fiddling around with some of these parts is gonna make things a little bit easier on me. Back to work. You know what I need? I need a cleaner bot. A little drover that just has like a bunch of scrappers attached to it, and somebody's fighting somebody elsewhere around here, I think. I can't tell where, but I think that's what's going on, because Game's lagging horrendously. Or maybe my game has just gotten really unstable. Either way, I guess I'm gonna have to reboot. Somebody's fucking somebody else here, I think. Okay, I think that fixed it. My game's a little bit more stable again now. Jeez. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Stop. Please stop lagging so badly, game. I don't even know what's happening at this point. I may have broken it a little too much from all the crazy stuff I've been doing. And the fact that at some point it started having issues, and then it's just like, I was like, alright, fine, ignore, and then it just kept on getting worse. And this might actually be a close to this series in the near future, unfortunately. I mean, well, not this series just yet, but the, this save file, rather. I'm not really looking forward to having it end so quickly, because I wasn't quite done with it yet, but... Well, if it happens, I think I might just go ahead and, like, cheat up some infinite cache, or not necessarily infinite, but a bunch of cache to make up for the time lost and the resources lost, and then I can finish whatever else I was going to build. And this enemy had a lot of valuable parts. And yeah, that's another thing. I've been really considering just cheating to get the resources I need. Because given that a lot of the stuff is going to vanish due to whatever update comes along and destroys everything, and all the other issues I've been having, not to mention the resource is just not, you know, being relatively, even remotely, all that desirable to spend hours and hours harvesting. I'm just starting to lose interest in the whole process involved, I think. I'm not quite done, though. I'm like, it's my kind of response. It's like, I'm not ready to just give up on all of this work that I did so far and say, yeah, alright, we're done. But no, not yet. Soon, probably, but not just yet. Back to work, I guess. I didn't damage this guy. He's just spawned in here, apparently, just the way he is. He's missing a wheel. And I can't for the life of me figure out how he's even together. I don't even see... Back up, back up, back up, back up! I accidentally triggered one of the bombs and it started going off. Just trying to carefully disarm it. It didn't work. He exploded. Okay, back on target. And lagging like crazy, of course. Of course. Despite my best efforts, I don't think I can physically reduce the lag any more than so much. It just doesn't seem to be possible. The game continues to persist with the lag right now. I've tried a number of tactics of moving parts around, but it just doesn't seem to be having any kind of effect on it. So I'm sorry, but I think we're gonna have to move away from the main base from here on out if we're gonna do any more of the other projects. So I'm gonna start moving out as soon as I finish up what I wanted to do here. And that means finishing the gate. And also finishing putting in a turbine structure that looks like a... Well, actually I can skip on that and just put it in a new base, based at my other location. The general idea I'm thinking for the turbine structure is just basically a kind of a cool looking power plant like thing. But, the lag. It's really hard to persist like this with the lag. I know you're probably looking at it and going like, wow, dude. Or something, because, I mean, or at least you're probably hearing like the static, not the static, but the skipping of the frames and everything is just big time bad here. Just really bad. So I'm going to just finish up this gate, and I think that'll be basically about it for this base. I was going to work on the refinery over here and alter its construction a bit, but given how unstable this area is for my frame rate, and given that enemies keep spawning in of particularly large scale and other nonsense going down, I think it'd be just better if we finished up our work here on the gate that we're building. And well, leave the base permanently. because otherwise I don't see it evening out in the lag intensity right now. It just refuses to die down at this point. I wanted to make the gate at the very least, if nothing else, because it was something I set out to do for this video. So I'm going to finish the gate in spite of all this lag, and then I think we're going to leave. Yeah, speed mode activate. Well, Martin, the gate's done and it works. It's a tight fit, but there you go. Oh man, that was annoying. The lag. So bad. Oh, I shouldn't be so close to that guy. Fortunately, he didn't land anything. Okay. Once we get out of range, the lag should die down. In spite of all the stuff we have on top of us right now. Also, removing all the parts that I just took might help to alleviate some of the lag caused by the parts that were there. So maybe that will help a little bit as well. Because I think the base unloaded. My frames didn't really come back. Up. Oh no, you know what probably happened was an enemy spawned and then my base unloaded. Because then my frames came back. There is some really harsh difficulties implied by that issue. Also, didn't this guy... This thing has spawned before. This little chunk of a ship that doesn't apparently consist of an actual vessel. That has spawned here before. And I looted it before. But apparently it spawned in again. From what I can gather, there are some bust designs spawning in from time to time. And there went my lag again. There went a bit of lag. I think my other base over here spawned in. Maybe I shouldn't be hefting all this stuff over here, because it's only making a new problem over here as opposed to back at base. And this area is even less safe than my base was. But I guess in one way or another, setting up over here means I have more enemies. So if they destroy stuff, it won't really... Are you serious? Is that what I think it is? No. It's something else. Oh, man. I don't even know what to make of that over there. Right there. I have no idea. I have no idea. You know, I'm just tempted to just dismantle my vehicle right now, for the most part. Just, well, not my vehicle in particular, but all the stuff on it, and just go like, yep, let's just sell all this and throw out whatever doesn't sell. Of course, I yank a wheel off instead of, oh dear, no, I can't. Let me go. Thank you. Okay. Well, this is definitely useful. Something I wanted to do, but I think I'll wait to do it for next episode, because this one's probably been going on long enough. Far too long, probably. Yeah, I built the gate. I'm back at this other location. I guess from here on out, things are just going to get potentially worse. So I need to just go ahead and finish up the last few tasks I have left as quickly as possible, I think. Once they're done, we can move on to something else. Maybe. But yeah. Game-breaking lag. Joy. I decided before I went I'd take on this guy just to see what the heck he is. Looks like he's paying. He has the compressed fuel tank. I don't have the... Ow, 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 ow. No! He's blowing up! Why? No, with all the compressed fuel tanks, too. Oh, he stung, and I didn't get anything for it. Ah, that sucks. And you're depleted of power. Well, at least he blew up. Maybe I can find a piece that survived. Maybe I can find one of the tanks that survived. Did any compressed fuel tanks survive? Please tell me one of them survived. Oh. Lousy cheapskate. Jerk totally, like, taunted me with a beautiful new item, and then immediately blew it all up. Of course he did. Of course he did. Jerk. Ruined my day. Well, maybe next time. So, yeah. I'll be recording. Silenvo out.